Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, GAMA publishes third quarter aircraft shipment data. Southwest airline pilots reject tentative agreement. Boeing and Lockheed Martin claim contract process is flawed. I'm Bree Cross. It's November 9th, 2015, and this is Airborne Unlimited. GAMA has released its third quarter shipment and billing data for the general aviation manufacturing industry, and there's some pretty dismal news for some sectors, particularly piston and turboprop airplanes and turbine rotorcraft. Overall, the industry shipped a total of 2,243 airplanes and rotorcraft in the first 9 months of 2015 for a combined value of $18.5 billion. GAMA President and CEO Pete Bunce said in part, quote, "Although the industry's performance among sectors in the third quarter remained mixed, new and recently certified business jet models helped raise overall billings. In the turboprop market, our agricultural aircraft sector has been particularly hard hit by the U.S. Export-Import Bank's inability to make new financing guarantees since July 1st. Business jet deliveries were stronger in the first 9 months of 2015, showing a 4.3% increase. Piston rotorcraft matched last year's shipment rate. However, piston airplane shipments declined 10.8% and turboprops declined 9.4%. The industry shipped 8.6% less turbine rotorcraft when compared to last year. Bunce added that, quote, "We are hopeful that the surface transportation bill, to which XM reauthorization is attached, will be conferenced quickly and sent to the President's desk for his signature," end quote. The membership of the Southwest Airlines Pilots Association has voted to reject a new contract with Southwest Airlines. Pilots Association President Captain Paul Jackson said in part, quote, "Despite increased compensation and some work rule improvements, there were new company allowances in this agreement that our pilots did not find palatable when compared to the potential gains," end quote. The Pilots Association Board of Directors will convene in Dallas this week to collectively decide the next steps towards a return to negotiations. Jackson added, quote, "We are willing to meet with company management at any time to continue work towards a deal that meets the needs of our pilots," end quote. After the break, Boeing and Lockheed Martin file protest.
AML's patent-pending wireless induction charging system eliminates confusion over those charging cables, cuts down cockpit cable clutter, and allows you and your passengers to fly cordless and eliminate the cable nightmare. www.aviationmodificationleaders.com.
The KSN 770 is an affordable, WAS-enabled integrated MFD with a flexible hybrid user interface from Bendix King. Get your fingers on the 770's perfect blend of touchscreen and hard buttons. Easily control your GPS navigation, NavCom, weather, traffic, and terrain in any condition. For more information, go to bendixking.com.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. If you would like to be a supporter of Airborne Unlimited, send an email to jim@aero-news.net. In a move that was not entirely unexpected, Boeing and Lockheed Martin have filed a formal protest asking the U.S. Government Accountability Office to review the decision to award the long-range strike bomber contract to Northrop Grumman. Boeing and Lockheed Martin concluded the selection process for the long-range strike bomber was fundamentally flawed. They claimed the flawed evaluation led to the selection of Northrop Grumman over the team of Boeing and Lockheed Martin. The long-range strike bomber contract is composed of two parts. Part 1 is the contract for engineering and manufacturing development, and the second part is for the first 5 production lots, comprising 21 aircraft out of the total fleet of 100. When the contract was awarded late last month, Air Force Secretary Deborah Lee James said that the contract award process had been very straightforward and transparent. We're pretty sure this won't be the last we hear about this. Each week, we share with you an online video that one of our viewers found especially entertaining. We call it our Aero Video of the Week.
Final liftoff and land.
The Ladies Love Taildraggers organization proves that the ladies have got it right, and this video will show you that they know what recreational flying is all about. Search Ladies Love Taildraggers, I Fly Because I Can on YouTube. After these messages, NBAA reaffirms its stance against ATC privatization.
Now certified, Aspen Avionics single-band ADS-B, ATX-100 and ATX-100G transceivers are the next-gen ADS-B solution that provides the features pilots need while keeping flyaway costs low. Check it out now at aspenavionics.com.
Redbird Flight Simulations is dedicated to revolutionizing flight training by designing, manufacturing, and delivering affordable and innovative flight training technologies. Each Redbird device is designed to enhance the training experience for pilots of all levels, from student to ATP. Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. NBAA President and CEO Ed Bolen has amplified his concerns over the proposals for creating a privatized air traffic control system funded by user fees. Bolen's remarks reaffirmed messages sent by NBAA and other industry stakeholders who oppose such measures. The U.S. Air Force has entered into an agreement with Jeppesen for iPad-based electronic flight bag services for approximately 1,160 aircraft and more than 16,000 related Air Force iPad users. The aircraft will be equipped with Jeppesen's Flight Deck Pro. EHang has released their newest drone, the Ghost 2.0. The drone can be controlled with a phone, includes VR capabilities, and provides seamless filming. The user is able to control the drone and camera simultaneously through an app on Android or iOS phones. The FAA has tasked the Rotorcraft Occupant Protection Working Group to look at the airworthiness standards for older helicopter designs. This work will focus on solutions that give helicopter occupants the greatest possible chance of surviving an emergency landing or accident. Emirates Flight Training Academy has signed an order for 5 Embraer Phenom 100E business jets, plus options for 5 more aircraft. Deliveries are scheduled to begin in 2017. Industry forecasts show growth in the need of pilots, particularly over the next few years. Well, that's our trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. According to several reports, the Interstate Aviation Committee, known as the IAC, which oversees civil aviation within the Commonwealth of Independent Countries, which includes Russia, made an unexpected move last week when they suspended certification of all Boeing 737 aircraft models. The IAC sent a letter to the head of Rosaviatia, the Russian Civil Aviation Authority, saying that there had been an official request made to the FAA to provide information that the 737's elevators meet fail-safe requirements. The IAC said that the FAA has not provided any data to ensure that if an elevator were to fail, it would not lead to a catastrophic failure of the airplane. According to a report from Reuters, there are about 200 Boeing 737s operating in Russia. However, it's reported that the notice from the IAC to Rosaviatia does not carry the authority to ground the aircraft. Meetings are being held to determine the outcome of the IAC action. Well, that's our program for today. Remember to get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. Please join us and a growing roster of over 100 outstanding industry associations and organizations every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news from the staff of the Aero-News Network, the aviation world's most comprehensive news and information resource.